Eh bien, revoilà. Bref. Ouais, donc j'ai pas remis le green. C'est très rustique. C'est pas grave. Vu que... Encore un petit PR après ça. Et aujourd'hui, c'est un peu court et j'ai quelque chose à faire après. Je vais pas rendu. Et du coup, j'ai pas envie de me sentir déjà bourré avant même d'avoir bu, donc on va pas faire de bière aujourd'hui. Bon. J'ai remis des marqueurs à des endroits, on ne sait pas pourquoi. Mais c'est comme ça.
You again? What do you want this time?
Pourquoi est-ce que t'as lancé une conversation? Elle a demandé.
How is this?
I'm not easily.
Goodbye, Mr. Pete.
Sur M et il m'a... Ok. Loin, il faudra soigner ce coup. Et tous ces trous du cul. Fatigue, 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 rhume, fatigue. Ils ont un système immunitaire calme, c'est incroyable. Oh. Un vampire. Salut Mikey. Qu'est-ce qui te fait caler comme ça? C'est les Game Awards qui te fait rire?
This is no place for you, sir.
Ah! Ouais, c'est plutôt un... Ah ah! Ouais, ça... C'est plus dur de faire passer un message. Ouais. Bah le moins 9 plus 21. Moins 9 plus 21 plus 12. Je suis pas venu faire des maths ici.
Leech spotted! Watch out! He's definitely burning!
Allez. J'ai entendu que c'était Sekiro qui avait reçu le Game of the Year. Pas joué. D'accord. J'imagine qu'il le mérite.
Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone,
It cannot be safe for a blind man to live here alone. Let me enter, sir. I swear I'm...
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman. All right, Doctor, come on in. Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool. So what is the name of my nocturnal visitor?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed? The eminent surgeon? My God, I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
You seem...
Actually,
Yes.
thank you.
How is the
Ouais,
sanitary
il était-
situation evolving in Whitechapel these
Enfin,
days?
je sais
I
pas,
hear them hissing
contrôle.
and scratching at my door every night.
J'ai envie d'y jouer,
Sick
mais
man,
enfin,
mad
il
by
est
the
sorti,
fever.
il est complètement
But
passé
these walls
inaperçu.
are
Quoi.
thick,
J'ai rien vu
and
dessus.
my
Là, il y a
lock
deux
is
vidéos,
solid.
mais personne qui en parle, donc ça m'aurait étonné que ce soit.
And what
Portugal,
else have you
quoi.
learned about me, Mr. Swanborough?
I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work.
Frérot, quand il
Yes.
est parti sur YouTube, tu voyais que ça.
Those
hein.
were frustrating
Contrôle,
but
il est sorti.
exciting days.
Ouais,
I
il est
loved
sorti.
it.
Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed.
Ouais, donc
Oh,
je commence
how
le
I
stream un
envy
petit peu
you.
plus tôt, vu que je vais le terminer un peu beaucoup plus tôt.
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place?
My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay.
Do you not appreciate...
Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me, and I believe she could say the same thing about me.
Where does your sister go?
Well, let's just say, she...
What's so amusing about...
I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a
okay.
fake miracle elixir to the sick
Là.
people of Whitechapel.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could
Ouais.
find the other
Je
pages.
les ai pas regardés, mais enfin, j'étais même pas au courant que.
Goodbye,
que-
Mr.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
It's locked, all right.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Mieux que toi. Lettre de l'or est à mon cher frère. Voici la lettre d'excuse que tu ne liras jamais, puisque tu as perdu la vue par ma faute. Je sais que tu me détestes pour ce que je t'ai fait, mais même si tu le dis jamais, on ne parle pas beaucoup de chez les Swanborough, pas vrai? Alors pour soulager ma conscience, voici le geste le plus courageux que je puisse te faire, t'écrire cette lettre et la laisser dans ton laboratoire. Si un jour tu la trouves et tu me demandes ce dont il s'agit, je te la lirai. Si quelqu'un d'autre la lit, eh bien, comme je l'ai écrit précédemment, ceci est mon geste le plus courageux. Donc Mason, je suis désolé. Je suis désolé pour ce que j'ai fait et pour l'enfer dans lequel je t'ai plongé. Je suis désolé que tu sois maintenant un aveugle qui cherche désespérément un sens à une vie inutile. Je pouvais changer une chose, ne serait-ce qu'une chose dans ma misérable existence, ce serait ce qui est arrivé il y a un an de cela. Je te le jure, Mason, si je pouvais te donner mes yeux pour que tu puisses voir à nouveau, je le ferais. Mais ça ne marche pas comme ça, n'est-ce pas? Alors je t'en supplie. Pardonne-moi. Ok.
What can I do?
Why does your sister feel so guilty about what happened to you?
Because she knows I'll
ça.
never forgive what she did to me.
You run an illegal business with someone you hate?
I don't hate my sister. She looks after me, we have a good time. But I'm just not ready to forgive her.
Ouais. Stadia, c'est ça?
Goodbye, Mr.
Apparemment c'est de la bonne grosse merde.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
You London vampires are so weak!
Ah putain, Fire double. Ok, il y en a plusieurs. C'est mal. Caillou doc. De connard qui encore un autre. Stadia c'est pas le truc pour jouer à des jeux sur n'importe quelle plateforme.
This is now my domain, young Ekon!
Ouais, la lecture c'est pas trop ça vite que je trouvais.
It ain't human! Kill it! A leech! A leech! Die, vermin!
Le canon qui pète les rotules. Améliorer ce truc. Je crois qu'on entend souvent un bébé pleurer dans... Bah, tout est amélioré à fond. Où est-ce que... Plus des morceaux d'aluminium. Ah. Touch.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves! I'll send you to hell.
On a bien éclaté. Cela dit, hier j'ai enregistré 3 parties de Spec Ops et toutes les zones de combat. Toutes les parties bien cancéreuses.
Leech spotted! Watch out! That's it! Vicious bugger!
You leech!
Drop the leech, boys! Guy leech! Filthy piece of shit!
Shit.
Steady, boys! We've got one over there! Kill it! Christ, you're dead!
Yeah, en ce moment.
But it's stupid fucking... Delete! Delete! Delete!
Ouais.
Lively! He's on to us! Christ! He's dead!
You again? What?
Do you need... So you... Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
I think you're wrong. Maybe the docks have always been violent, but you can't say the living don't suffer because of it.
And then what? Let the commies and the anarchists rule? Nah. We're the wet boot boys. Our fathers died on these docks and they belong to us.
Pas si je dirais prenant, mais ça va.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Do you know Edwina?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Have you...
But
Are you... Goodbye.
Il y a énormément de dialogue. C'est vrai que les
Good
combats
evening, Miss
sont
Cox.
Hello
assez
again, Dr.
sympas.
Reed. What do you want?
Plus le système de suivi de la caméra
Can I-
qui est
As long as-
un peu lourd par moment.
Good evening.
Hello.
Have you got...
As long as
Are you...
the bot.
Can I opt... Perhaps... Good...
Ah, ok, oui.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the
On
blame.
va rendre intellectuel. On comprenait pas assez bien la profondeur du gameplay de l'histoire. En tant
Do
que
you need any...
Can't be good for
game
business to see the
journalist,
bartender
je sais
coughing
mieux
your
que
beer.
vous ce qui est bien pour vous. Complètement.
Frank... Have you...
It's,
Are you...
it make-
I wish I...
it's not.
Good.
Récupérer une personne. Ouais. De rhume. Ok.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true.
perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Well... Do you need... Indeed... Good.
Good.
I think I'm losing my mind. You still working at this hour?
Turquoise for a time.
Do you...
Don't...
What can you...
People...
You look...
This is a...
I have...
Yeah.
Goodbye.
know, it would be nice to see each other outside the pub sometime.
Good. Do you need my... Nobody is immune to disease. There's no need to be...
Well, thank...
Good.
Oh lol, c'est rigolo de tuer des trucs. Oh. Ok. Communiste, ouais.
Been a while since we've seen any new faces.
Alors, encore là, vu que vers 17h40, je... D'ailleurs, je me demandais, est-ce que c'est Kaertoon ou Kratoon? J'aime encore bien savoir comment les gens préfèrent qu'on prononce leur pseudo. C'est... Bah oui, Cartoon. Et... Il y a des PNJ par ici, mais... Pas l'air. Et... Ouais, j'avais... On n'a pas fini Boneworks, mais aujourd'hui j'ai... En vert, donc j'avais pas envie d'avoir l'impression d'être bourré avant même de commencer. LG streamer, je ne sais pas si l'un dans l'autre ça cause réellement un problème, mais la richesse. Avec la belge. Donc on se tape. Ouais. Par moment, l'IA, tu te demandes ce qu'elle branle, et par moment, bah, elle t'éclate la gueule. Elle a des éclairs de génie. Rôle de quoi? De quoi?
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys!
Viens me tromper de tout.
Don't like that! The leech has He's done!
Best be on your life!
Die, vermin! Get back in the group! I'll send you back in the fucking grave! Please, sir. Can't let you through.
Bien, maintenant je trouve masse de gâchettes de qualité et j'ai dépensé toutes mes thunes pour les acheter.
It's a leech!
It's too fucking fast!
Pas les guignols que je cherche, mais au moins je me fais. Ah, voilà.
Good evening, sir. I'm glad to see you safe.
I am
Your
bullets killed.
Quoi, pas trop doublon, tu l'as déjà fait.
What can you tell me?
The East End Docks only knows one rule. Dog eat dog, and blood calls for blood. The gang will have...
What can you... Jack...
Everyone round here knew Jack.
Do you... Your friend Jack has something to do with you fleeing to the contaminated area where I found you.
Jack is dead. That's all you need to know.
The docks are being consumed by violence. Any war you may have started was already brewing underneath the surface, just waiting for a spark to ignite it.
Perhaps you're right. The district was doomed before I was born. But I cannot stop myself thinking that Jack died for me.
Why do you say that?
After I killed that gang member, the Wet Boot Boys...
The death of your...
Jack Gillingham was the real deal. He believed we could change the world if we were united and focused enough. And he brought out the best in each of us.
You're right.
He was the bravest. And no one dares to say openly that he got killed by those bastards.
Your friend's plan was audacious.
How dare you say that?
You are not...
Honestly, I have no idea.
Only you can answer that question.
That's the kind of thing Jack could have said, Dr. Reed.
Are you...
Not really.
Goodbye, Mr. Gray. Good
Are
evening.
you sure not?
Do you need...
Death.
Well... Goodbye, Mr. Gray.
Alors là, il marche.
Good evening.
There's no need to...
Young man,
I don't...
there's no... Show me...
$75.
Good evening, young...
There's no...
Have you... Goodbye. Good evening. Do you need... Goodbye.
C'est sympa. Un peu de chaud qu'il y a un endroit en fait que le game design voyez sur le chemin.
Glad to...
Do you need... Goodbye.
Welcome back to my humble...
No.
I feel...
Are you...
No.
Have you...
No.
But why did she fake her...
I just lost her for a minute that night.
What happened then?
We ran here through Nar...
What happened?
I guess we recognized each other. As Scab.
How did...
When younger.
You really are...
Oh, no.
Had you already visited...
Just once. And very...
Would you let...
No, Dr.
It would help...
I said...
How it...
I think...
How...
He...
Farewell.
Wet boots shouldn't be fighting each other. They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
content de soigner tout le monde, donc maintenant ils vont tous réattraper la crève. Aime pas. Je te dis le jeu simplement sur OBS. C'est la raison de son point d'interrogage.
Good evening. There's no... Show me...
Ah, il en a plus que 4. La page est pris. Oh putain. Pardon. Non.
Good evening. There's no need to... Show me what you...
Il en faut 5 de tout. Un bordel de merde. Pète les couilles. Le collier perdu. Ouais, c'est... Je vais... Normalement... J'avais un tout petit peu diminué le boost en fait sur le l'interface audio, du coup la noise gate. Parfois éventuellement on pouvait couper le son. C'est vrai que j'ai oublié ce détail. Ça devrait être bon. Bon ben son collier il va attendre. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Localiser le site a eu lieu l'attaque à la bombe. Trouver le fossoyeur. A l'air d'être tout près. Prendre les affiches dans le tas. C'est pas encore trop loin. Récupérer des bouteilles de gin. Ouais, c'est ça en fait. Quand on est dans les autres menus, genre celui-là, si je clique random, ah non, juste le premier on dirait. Ouais, ça va rajouter des repères sur la carte en fait. Quand tu es dans les autres menus, ça te rajoute des repères sur la carte. C'est ça qu'à chaque fois je me retrouve avec des repères de merde à des endroits complètement random qui ont rien à voir avec ce que je fais. Mais c'est quoi cette merde? Comment ils ont fait leur coup les mecs? Mais c'est débile! Ah, c'est chaud. Oh, elle est tombée malade cette conne.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course.
No.
Dr. Reed. I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people. What can I do?
Mrs.
I...
Then... Goodbye.
Good boy.
It's locked, all right.
Alright.
I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
Oh, voilà un autre.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Yep. Bon, tant qu'on est là. Pour le plaisir. Génial. Pas ce à quoi je pensais. Ça, putain. Putain, même quand tu vas dans le menu, en fait, dans le... Ces trucs-là, en fait, ça te met quand même des marqueurs sur la map. Et c'est magnifique. Génial. C'est excellent. Salut Gio.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I'm afraid you're...
It cost me good money to print, though.
Did you really think that...
See the sad saint of the East End?
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of...
He is a truly inspiring example.
Have you heard...
The sad...
Complètement crevé.
Goodbye.
Tom Watts.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Ta gueule.
You lied to me, Tom.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but...
That was devious of you, Tom.
I apologize, Doctor.
Here is your booze. I hope it...
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less...
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
Why not leave town and start a new...
I grew up in the East End.
Do you think the docks will always...
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how...
Don't you feel threatened?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
You attempted murder.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud, wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with...
You've had a sad, violent, and lonely life, with no joy to speak of. You realized that you were living with nothing but sadness.
No, not really. I had friends and happiness in my life. That was more about just being pleased for the guy.
Goodbye.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Bien. Et on nous donne pas une thune. Triste.
Good evening. What? Goodbye. Good evening.
Hello.
Can I...
As long as you...
Et le vent à 68. Peut-être.
The sewer dog's fault, I say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Pas d'autres connards qui tombent malades entre temps. Normalement, ça devrait passer. C'est 1000. Pile. Parfait. Moins parfait.
We've seen any new faces round here.
On a intérêt à me faire des super prix maintenant.
Good evening.
Hello.
Can I...
As long as...
Ouais. Vendre des morceaux de gâchette.
Good...
Hello again.
Can I...
As long...
Que veux-tu?
The sewer dog's fault, I say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Il est jeune, il a plein de ressources, il a des bonnes jambes, c'est tout. Un médecin, donc il est sûrement en pleine forme.
No one can hide from Ascalon.
Show me.
83, mais t'es vraiment un putain d'arnaqueur, toi. Connard. T'appellerais là aussi la police ou tu le voyais se téléporter au premier étage directement comme ça aussi? Le Mister X, et merci pour ton 4e mois d'abonnement. Émote. Face. Wow. La petite tête de Père Noël. Je vais te trouver, je vais te tuer. Et merci. Évidemment. J'aime bien moi les gens qui ont de l'argent.
This is not the— Get their weapons ready! We found— Steady, boys! We've got one of them! He's dead! I'll send you to hell.
You must prepare, child. For the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away! Whoever you are!
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
Donner du charbon, JO.
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
Ah, maintenant il va devoir farmer pour avoir les autres parties de l'émote. L'émote en 3 parties. Il va commencer. Call me daddy. What?
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Ah non, non, c'est random.
Are you from Ascalon? I don't care.
Oh.
Give me your
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
I swear I did not intend that. If
that is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
Avec sa veste qui brille comme ça, on dirait qu'elle porte un sac poubelle.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in...
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves.
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Priwen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
J'ai l'impression que maintenant le micro est trop sensible.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea?
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why, truly, did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are there?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Ce jeu, c'est une critique des Juifs.
Will they fight the guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Pardon.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Merde.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal, but I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor? And call me Elizabeth.
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable. but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
La fin du jeu. Vécu heureux, il y a eu beaucoup de petites écoles.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
C'est pas avoir vu l'icône de sauvegarde. Nouveau dialogue disponible. L'hôpital aussi, avec Swansea. Il y a un marqueur que je pourrais prendre deux. Ah non, ils sont tous partis. Parfait. Je pourrais peut-être même améliorer le revolver en fait. Je peux pas cibler l'autre. Oh my god.
Bloody grind on some of this!
32. Voilà. On a impact 20. Le canon de tir, ouais, on a l'impact. « 4500. Encore. C'est con, il faudra que j'aille le soigner si il vient par claquer. Enfin, comme je l'ai dit, ce sera tout pour aujourd'hui. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Et on se retrouve donc demain, comme d'habitude, vers 16h30 dans ces eaux-là, quoi. Pour la suite et fin, j'espère, de Boneworks. Après quoi, on passera à d'autres petits jeux en VR. Sur ce, passez une bonne soirée, une bonne nuit, et à la prochaine. A plus.